The higher and greater aspect of the fractal of Yara, we greet you with so much love. Now, through this fractal, we read and see great concern in your, let us say, global humanity. There is a sense of calcification, of petrification. It is like being stuck. Many are so, let us say, subject, and we repeat this over and over, to something that feels inevitable, that the situation is inevitable. But there is nothing inevitable about any situation. It is what you are making it. If we told you that in this moment of the now, and it actually is every moment of the now, everything would change. Would you believe us? No. If we gave you a date, quote unquote, in your linear future, would you believe us? Maybe yes, maybe no. You have to start understanding that you are really in the driver's seat, and we cannot stress that enough. That each and every decision, and we say again, changes multiple outcomes. Everything is about potentiality. But if you decide to be consistently stuck in a particularly calcified system, because this is what that is for the moment. Many, of course not all, of humanity is in that state. Because again we say people and humanity have lost the trust in their own power of creation and being aware of it. Being aware that everything is an experience. Of course, we understand that from your vantage point, you are starting to see the inversion of everything. You're starting to see an extreme pole of the dualistic system that is an inversion of all that is, inverted commas, good. You must understand that you are innately geared towards loving. You are innately geared towards compassion. And this is why you are struggling so much for the moment in a large portion of your humanity, because either you do not see the inversion, you only see the situation like a plank in front of your eyes or with blinkers, or you start seeing through as such the system and you only see the control, the being as such paralyzed in the control that you only see the inversion, what you might term the satanic. And you went down the rabbit hole so far that you can only now see this. There's nothing wrong going down the rabbit hole. It's a good thing. It's needed. It's healing. But if it tilts only to one side, seeing only one extreme of a multifaceted reality, and also getting frustrated with the ones they say are enchained in the system. The experience for those fractals or individuals is as real as your experience. They are on that journey where they are at. And often change starts with the first step of acceptance and accepting that everything is in flux, that everything is with every moment of the now changing. Hence, if we told you that many of you would, let us say, start singing from the same hymn sheet, as you say, change would come about very rapidly. But it has begun, we say. It begins with every moment of the now, and it has begun, using your terminology. In a recent transmission of the fractal, she said that you as humanity are now in the darkest part of the tunnel. This is what it feels like for the moment to you. Others are in a different part of the tunnel. But let us say for a large portion of humanity that have started seeing the inversion, this is what it feels like. It feels dark, and it feels that there is no end and that there is no light at the end of the tunnel. There is as much light at the end of the tunnel as you make it. Nothing is set in stone. But for the moment you feel this is set in stone, that there's no way out. But with every moment of the now, there's a way out. Once you start realizing that you as an individual, you are no island. If you are feeling well and you're mirroring this into your construct, if you feel happy and from the heart space, then the whole organism that you call humanity is also positively affected. We cannot stress this enough. Hence, when you see in what state currently, let us say, a large portion of humanity is in, you can safely say that something is awry and amiss. Because you do not see, quote unquote, many happy people walking about. Because there's this calcification. There's this seeing only the extreme of the extreme on the other end of a dualistic system. Once you start realizing that you, like a stone thrown into the pond, can make enormous ripple effects. You are not a separate island. You are plugged into the whole. You're connected into the whole, to each and every one of you, to each and every fractal of yours that is also seeking an experience in a different moment of the now, in a different time quality. But within this reality of yours, you have ample room to maneuver. It's only if you feel that you are in a straitjacket and you have no more room to maneuver, that's when things become calcified. Though actually everything is constantly moving. It's because what you are experiencing makes it real. What each and every one of you experiences makes it real in their mirrored reality. So just walk away from this transmission, at least with the knowledge that nothing is set in stone, that change can come about right now, because everything happens in every moment of the now. We're going to leave this transmission. We love you so much. As creation is love, we love you. Goodbye.